Possibly can.
Hello there. What's up, baby? Hey,
John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. Just looking through the book and thinking about our upcoming tournament going on in San Diego. So if you are headed to San Diego, today is the last day. All right, today's the last day to sign up. So we will know. I think we have maybe too many signed up for the high school bunch. All right, so it's definitely going down. What the teams will be, we will know more by Friday. I will let you guys know by then. All right, but everything is going down. Everything looks good, especially once we get down to good old San Diego. But I mean, we're having good weather here lately, aren't we? I think so. Here in Colorado, it's not quite San Diego-ish, but it's decent enough. So yes, I'll put out another blast. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like tomorrow morning, because we have until tomorrow to sign up, since that's the 15th. But yeah, if you're doing the workouts, hopefully you're getting better. And I was just thinking, and I've said this before, if you aren't doing the book, if you aren't doing workouts at home, you're not doing our program. I've had so many people go, like, seriously, like dozens of people say, your program just wasn't for my kid. I didn't think that your program was making my kid better. I don't blah, 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 blah. You weren't doing my program. Like, if my program, like, let's say that I had like a school, and my school was known to make people smart, and I said that, yeah, we can get you into college. And you're like, okay, let's sign up for this school, Mr. Smarty Pants. And then you came to my school, and you showed up one day out of a month. You never did the homework. You brought crayons to the test. You closed your eyes when you were just marking down the answer. You didn't really do my school. You can't like judge me and go to Yelp and be like, Google review me and be like, I don't know, his school just didn't help my son. This is me typing. His school was just horrible. I mean, we came once. We came maybe 3 times maybe. And like my son just never got smarter. And 1 star. 1 star. No, that's not how it works. All right? You gotta like honestly give it a chance. All right, so I implore all of you guys to give it a chance for a month, a week, a day. All right, I'm sure you guys have done a day, right? So post the homework, see what it does, show up to everything that we do, show up to the games, try your hardest, and after a month, if you're like, I hate this life, cool, it's all good. All right, because maybe that life isn't for you. After a month, if you're like, ooh, I got a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, or something like that, and you're like, this is bad. Okay, cool. Or you can just like weigh it and say, all right, I did get better, but I didn't like the hard work that it took me to get this much better. I would have wanted to become more better or something like that. A month is decent enough. Now, if you want to give it like 6 months, you're going to see some crazy rewards. Then you can really decide. If you give it a whole year, 1,000%, you're gonna keep doing it. I mean, period. So that's the way that you guys should be thinking about this stuff, and you guys should be thinking about San Diego as well, because about to close down shop for this one and never mention it again on this show. All right, but that's in July. But the deadline for it is tomorrow. All right, let's begin. We got a poll question. The poll question is: would you draft Bronny James? Would you? That's an easy poll question. All right, now think about this. This is supposed to be one of the worst drafts in NBA and the NBA over the last 20-something years. All right, some people could just use Bronny James as like a name to get some money. Even if he sucks, who knows? All right, 2. 3, LeBron James might come with it, and while he's getting old, he can help your team, but he can also help you get some more money. 3 or 4 or whatever number I'm on. Bronny's actually doing pretty decently well at the combines, so maybe he's not going to be that bad. 5, he didn't do that well while playing, but I mean, not that many people just do that well that fast. All right, 6, I don't have a 6, but would you do it? Would you draft a Bronny James? I think I would. I would just go ahead and just be like, screw it. Who cares? There's no one to really draft anyway. I saw some like Alex Sarr guy as like the top guy. They said that the potential for this guy right here is Gary Payton Jr. Gary Payton II. And I'm like, that's not that bad. I mean, it's not like worth the number 1 pick or anything, but like, I mean, Gary Payton Jr. is like a solid player. And I know that that's maybe the highest he could get because he's like 6'1". He is Donovan Mitchell's like range of athleticism and height and everything like that. But Donovan Mitchell's at a whole new level of person. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Who knows what he's going to do in terms of the NBA as well. Maybe things might change. Work ethic might improve or something. I have no idea. But would you is the question. All right. Quote of the day. We got our quote of the day is, be the example. As we show up here on this Tuesday, we got shooting day today, so make sure you guys bring your coins. You want to be the example. So many kids want to follow in the footsteps of other people, and sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not, where you can be inspired by a certain thing. Like maybe you went to a Nuggets game and you got so inspired and you were like, wow, this thing was amazing, I want to be like them, and all this other kind of stuff, which is awesome. And sometimes like your heroes are actually like jerks, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm not inspired by him anymore. Okay, if you want to avoid the luck of the draw, in terms of like, were you inspired the right way? Did you have the right coach? Did you have the right teammates? Blah, blah, blah. You can turn that around by being the example. Okay? So when it says be the example, there are people to follow and there are people to lead. I think that this is more like you want to be a leader. All right? You want to be the one that everyone's like looking to. And sometimes that is exhausting because they're gonna look at you at the weirdest moments, just like a superstar, like a famous person. Let me think who it was. I forgot exactly who. Oh, it was Caitlin Clark. All right, she was outside of a restaurant, and some people asked her like for an autograph and pictures, and she was like, "Sometimes I wish that I wasn't so famous." And I've been there before, in different countries and stuff. But yeah, she's like, "No, this might be the only 15 seconds that they ever see me, and I want them to like have a good impression of me." It is exhausting to always be on your A game. All right, you might try your hardest, like I did when I was growing up. I tried my hardest every single game, but then I got older and I was in adult leagues, and my little stepdaughter was watching me play, and she's like, "You don't cross half court sometimes like you tell us to," and I was like, "I'm tired. I'm old. Don't copy off me now." And it's like, dude, people will copy off you during the weirdest times. And you don't know when kids are going to show up to the workout, especially if you're a kid who comes every single day. They might come on the day that you don't come. And they're going to say, oh, he never shows up. And you're going to be like, I was there 99% of the time, right? If you're the example, you got to always be the example. But don't be afraid to try, all right? You don't have to be perfect, but you can try to be perfect. And you're not going to be perfect. I'll just tell you the end result right there. But it's worth it to try. It's worth it to go out there and say, look. I know I can't be perfect, but I'm going to try to be the example. So when you are looking at me, this is how I want us to roll. And I'm not worried about being a hypocrite because, yeah, I'm going to falter. And hopefully I've inspired you enough where when I'm faltering, I get to look to you to be the example during my few times when I'm no longer able to be the example. So be the example as often as you possibly can. And I think that it's a great life to lead, okay? All right, let's get to the behind the scenes action. We got a behind the scenes look at the NBA draft. All right, Zach Edey with the standing reach. Of course, he's like, 7'3.25 in his height. Ryan Kalkbrenner is the only other 7-footer in the whole thing. Tristan Vucevic, I don't even know who that is. Mohamed Gaye, Grant Nelson, those are the next tallest people. With height without shoes, jeez, Zach Edey's a tall human being. Man, that's a really, really tall height without shoes. Anyways, so yeah, Zach Edey with the standing reach can almost touch the rim. Can you believe that? Can almost touch the rim on his standing reach. That's 9'7". That means he's 4.5 inches below the rim on his standing reach. What other things do we have? Standing vertical jump. Imagine if Zach Edey had this vertical jump. That'd be amazing. His wingspan, almost 8 feet. That's insane. So your wingspan is more important than your height. Because his height's pretty good, but his wingspan is enormously tall. He might be blocking some shots sooner or later. I mean, what is the wingspan of Wembanyama? What is Victor Wembanyama's wingspan? At just 19 years old, 8 feet. 8 feet for Wemby. So he's not as long as Wemby, but he's really close. Standing vertical jump, 36. That's a pretty high vertical jump. Now, max vertical jump is when they can get like a few steps going. So my vertical jump was 32. My standing vertical jump was 32. That means I would have been close. I would have been kind of up there. I mean, it's not that great, but I mean, it's decent. Max vertical jump. I never did my max vertical jump when you get like a few steps. Mine was way higher than my real vertical jump, but still. I think that this is the one where Michael Jordan was 48. Is this last year's? I think that this is last year's. Yeah, because it doesn't have anyone else's. But so did Zach Edey do it twice? I think he did. But yeah, so I think that this was last year's combine. So they're currently doing this year's combine. All right, but we got the height without shoes, standing reach, whatever, 3/4 sprint. We do our own combine here at Limitless Hoops. All right, what's up, Teo Trujillo? If you've ever done our combine, you have a score. And if you want to see our combine, you just go to our website. You look on the side, and where it says skill development, I believe, you look at, is it specialized clinics? I think it's specialized clinics. Is it one of these? No, those are clinics, camps, workouts. Maybe it's not on here. Oh, I know where it is. It's under the challenges. Okay, so under the challenge section, you get to see our combine as one of these things. Let's see, strategies, focuses, pick and roll, the combines. So here's our combine scores with the vertical jump of 29. Got Dylan. We're gonna start doing these again. All right, shot rating is Connor Rush. The sprint course, Dylan Kamara. Jumpers in 2 minutes, Noah Masseth. All right, threes in 2 minutes, Connor Rush. Agility rating, Connor Rush. Hurdles in 1 minute, Derek Cortarba. All right, we've been doing this for years, and we even have the ratings per grade level. So as you get in different grade levels, you can beat these people. All right, so I can't wait to get started on our own combines. That will be a great behind the scenes look at a lot of stuff, because I think that not just the measurements are cool to know who the best is, but I think that trying throughout the month to beat these records, that's what makes you better. So actually doing the hurdles and like every single day until you can get your score high, getting your 3-point percentage up because you want to beat this record. So it's the attempt to beat these records that makes you great. It's not the records themselves. All right, who cares who has the highest vertical jump? That's okay for getting recruited, but I mean, trying to get your vertical jump higher is what's going to make you better. So that's why I like these combines so much. Let's see what we're doing today in terms of homework though. Homework, we got, don't have the homework up, but we do have team shooting. We have weekend form shots, pro hop, pick and roll, pass to pop, not to the person named Pop, not to your dad, but you're going to pass to the person, go into the corner. We got step back, pump fake, pump to dribble bank shots, and then the 3-point contest. And then for team stuff, we have horseshoe shooting, 180 poly for shots, pick and roll defense, point guard advance the ball ahead, under 15 seconds up by 4+ points, and then deflections. For deflections, we don't need to gamble. We just need to put our hand into the passing lanes. All right, we want deflections. We want our hands up. When people try to pass the ball, we want to be tipping the ball. We just want to do that so that, not so we get steals, but so that we put them out of their flow, so that we make them hesitate on passes. We want our hands up, but we don't want to be shooting the lane where they're going to be getting easy shots either. So deflections are great, and we have a game for that. It's awesome. So it's just like playing, but anytime that you get a deflection, you get 1 point for your team. So we want you in the passing lanes. We want you to be as disruptive as possible. For 180 poly for shots, we're definitely going to do that as well. So we come over with the handoff, then to poly, and then we're going to shoot shots. All right, I'm going to have everybody try it. I'm going to go with shots and maybe layups. So coming off the poly, maybe, yeah, I think we're going to, I like the layup. I like the attack, but since it's a shooting day, we'll go with the shot and we'll go with the 1-bounce dribble. So we're going to go between 2 different things on poly. All right, and then for what other one do I want to talk about? For pass to pop, I just want the footwork to be there. so we can come off that. And then for the pro hop, it's a very, very great way to get inside the key. So we're going to work on that as well today. So heads up for a whole bunch of news. I'm specifically bringing this one up for Kieran Louth. All right, this fella right here, this guy right here hit his face. All right, he's hit his head a few times, and I got a theory about it. I just shared it with his dad. All right, here's my theory. It might be wrong. I don't know. All right, so Kieran is very, very good at focusing, but I believe his hyper-focusedness is akin to Russell Westbrook jumping in the air. Russell Westbrook used to just jump in the air like a crazy man, and he would just decide what to do while in the air. And I'm like, this guy's gonna murder himself one day. And it was like crazy. He just jumped. Well, with Kieran, whenever he like drives to the basket, shoots a shot, or like is gonna like do any kind of like play where he has to focus, he only thinks about that one thing. So when I've seen him hit his head several times, all right, one was when he got like beat up one game and they threw him into a wall. He was really focused on the game. He didn't think about protecting himself because, everyone's trying to kill him, but he still just went. Most people would get scared and be like, oh, let me protect myself. He was like, nah, you can't kill me. And then the other one is like when he's driving to the basket and someone fouls him. He's only looking at the basket, which is awesome. But you're going to have some big bangs in the end. You still have to think about protecting yourself as well. You have to do both those things. 3, when we're doing the 3-point contest, he hit his head again with the ball hit him in the head. Okay, this is all like in the last like 2 weeks. And he's shooting and he's so focused on the shot that there's so many people shooting balls, one bounces and hits him in the head. You have to be extra aware. And then the 4th one, what was it? Like if he's like driving to like make a pass and someone's gonna hit him, he's like a quarterback in the hole like this, and he's aiming downfield and does not care about the guy about to hit him, which is awesome, but it's gonna lead to some big hits in the head. All right, protect yourself out there. And one of the best people I've ever seen do it was Finley Chastain. All right, as much as I talk about her, I always forget to mention this. All right, she was playing as a 5th grader against 12th graders and stuff like that, doing really, really well, but she did not go for the rebounds. She was like, nope. And is she a bad rebounder because of it? No, she's still a decent rebounder whenever she plays against like people her age or girls. She just knew right then and there, not the time. So I think being like super aware of the moment and also aware of reality are 2 different things. You have to think those things together. So I need you guys to protect yourself where you can go hard, you can be into the game, but as soon as stuff goes crazy, boom, snap back into reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Yes. All right. And you just go, nope, not me. Especially if I'm putting you in a position like that. We put Kieran in positions where he's playing up and stuff like that. Luckily, all the injuries didn't really come in the areas where I put him into bad spaces. All right. Some of them did, but not the main ones. Like he got hit in soccer. Okay. He got a concussion in soccer. Then after that was against kids his age in basketball. So it's not always me, guys. I'm not trying to kill Kieran, but definitely take care of yourselves out there. If you have any concussion-like symptoms, make sure someone looks at your eyes, hopefully a doctor. Don't go to sleep on a concussion. Definitely take care of it. You want to rest, and he'll be resting the next few days. So get better, Kieran. Hopefully you get better soon. All right. Next thing we got. Who's doing the homework? Why are you doing the homework? Are you doing the homework? Extended Mount Ginobili layups for Teo. Nice job shooting. Teo, I like it. And the other stuff was from yesterday. But Teo took care of business today. Great job. I like it. Keep going because you are what you do, not what you say you do. All right. Anyways, let's move on to where am I? Am I on the story of the day yet? Story of the day. Trivia question. Story of the day. Trivia question. Let's ask the trivia question. The trivia question today is, it's a long one. I asked it last week. I'll ask it again this week. Named Mr. Basketball for his state with 27.8 points a game, 9.3 rebounds a game, 3.8 assists a game, and leading his team to 3 straight state titles. This player committed to the top university in his state on April 4th, 2022, after which his school declared that day to be named after him. Who is this guy? He has a day named after him at his school. He did all those stats, 3-time state titles. He's Mr. Basketball for his state. Stayed in his state to play college. If you happen to know, you happen to the end of the show. You got 10 minutes to answer the question. Good luck. Now go. And yeah, I think this is a really hard one. But I mean, trivia questions weren't meant to be easy. So we got Teo Trio in the lead with 3, Kieran and Louth with 2, Yusuf with 1. Whoever leads by the end of the month gets a $50 coin. All right. Good luck to anyone out there. Anyone can answer it. I ship the coins out around the country if I need to. All right. So yes, try to win. In the meantime, you can always look at our trivia, not our trivia page. You can look at our what is it called? I think it might be a trivia page. All right. On our website, you can look at the history of hoops. Okay, I'll show you how to get there real quick, okay? If you go to the history of hoops, I'll keep the music going, by the way. All right, so on our website, you can click on the side button right here. Scroll down to where it says curriculum. Click on challenges, and then the first thing, I believe, it says, no, not the first thing, but one of these things. Which one is it? Where is it? Oh, it's down. Endeavors. There you go. The history of hoops. The second one in endeavors. If you click on it, it'll bring up a random historical theme like this. All right. This is history topics. You can show another one. This is grandmama. All right. And you can see a whole bunch of just things that are just great history tips, so you know everything about the NBA. So yeah, it's really neat. Check it out anytime that you have a chance. The Worm. We have some of our players in some of these videos as well. There's different categories. All right. Anyways, check it out and just have some fun with it, because basketball isn't all about hard work and craziness. It's about fun too, and about like learning about these legacies. So anyway, you have until the end of the show to answer this trivia question. Good luck to everyone involved. All right, let's end this music, please. Anyways, hey, let's get on to with the show. But again, make sure you guys bring your coins for tonight. If you're in the shooting, we are in only one area tonight, period. And we are at Silver Hills Middle School. But next week, for Tuesday, we're at a new school that I'm trying out. It's in Lakewood. So I don't know who's going to make the trip. But we didn't have a school for that day. And I was like, oh, let me try this new school. It's called Cormedy. And it's right by Alameda High School. So heads up for next Tuesday. It'll change. All right. So make sure you guys tell your parents out there so you guys aren't going to the wrong gym. But for tonight, it is Silver Hills. And we have about 9-10 players coming. So make sure you guys show up to that as well. All right. Let's move on to our story of the day. Let's watch it. Many famous people have alter egos that they've used to bypass some type of restriction in their lives. Sometimes they even change their names to overcome shyness, humble beginnings, or prejudices attempting to derail their efforts. Sometimes in life, you must kill the person you were born to be to become the person you want to be. I love this one so much because, I mean, although I just have one name, I've had some nicknames in the past, like Sandman, Colonel, but those didn't really stick. Some kid called me J-San. John is kind of a nickname, but no. But on the court, I am absolutely a different human being. Absolutely, 1,000%. And I've been able to balance these two people. And I saw like a few different movies that have helped me out, and that met a few different people. Seen a few different people on TV, like Deion Sanders, who had the nickname Primetime, and they're able to take their off the field, off the court persona and just let it go, because it's a game. You get to go out there and be anything that you want to be. And I growing up a shy kid, and I still am kind of shy. It's great to have like a safety where you get to just kind of like act a little different. And I've seen it with like mascots even, where like you'll get like a really shy person, but you put him in a mascot outfit, and the dude's like waka waka, acting all crazy. And for a game like basketball, shyness does not help on the court. Kindness doesn't usually help on the court. You can be kind in certain situations, but overall, it's like you need to be a different human being, unless you're like a psychopath. Because if you were like Michael Jordan in the grocery store, there is no place for that, okay? So hopefully you are two different people. And some people like have literally changed their names. Like The Rock, Magic Johnson. His name isn't Magic, his name is Irvin. And I'm not saying that you have to have a nickname out there. I'm saying that don't be afraid to change who you are for like the fun of it. Like have some grit. Like be able to like, like hit someone and whatever, but then as soon as the game's over, turn that person off. Be able to be two different types of people. And it's such a weird thing to ask you to have a split personality, because that's not healthy. But in terms of like sports, it's a great thing. Have some fun with it. Notice that never forget that it is a game and you're allowed to play a character. It's like as if you were an actor or an actress. All right, so I just like that story a whole bunch, because a lot of people have done some great things by having a little alter ego, it's called. All right, so keep your alter ego up. I don't know. It's a neat thing. Anyways, last thing I'm going to talk about is a review. Normally I don't do this. Normally we talk about basketball stuff only, but I thought that this was pretty close. All right, I just saw the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. All right, and I love these movies growing up. All these little ape movies and stuff like that. It's really neat, like where basically like apes become smart, humans become stupid. They treat us like we used to treat them, and then you realize, oh my God, we shouldn't be treating animals badly. Okay, so that's the basic premise. But all these movies, to me, it like adds up to hey, the pretty lady's right by me. Hi. Anyways, it adds up to creating a culture, creating a society, creating a world, creating a kingdom. And the bad guy in this movie, which is not this guy, he gets another guy to like read him the stories of the humans' past world, and he specifically liked the Roman days, because that was when like humans were taking over, and he was like learning from that, and he was using techniques that past humans have used, so he could rule apes in the same ways. And like it was really weird, and he would do bad things to monkeys, but then he would be like, no, you're my brother. And it was like, wait, what? And it was just like a really weird little like dichotomy. And it's basically what all the stuff that we need to do. I'm not saying that we need to conquer other worlds or anything like that, but I do believe we need to conquer other programs who are doing the wrong things. All right, and I see like our source of inspiration doesn't need to come from like a god named Caesar, but it can come from Michael Jordan or something like that, or Steph Curry. All right, and there's all these different parallels in it, and as much as I like this movie, I loved it even more so for its take on like just what humanity has always been. And humanity's always been just a group of followers, all right? But when you have a group of followers, all you need is that guy up there, and to an extent this girl right here. And you need a leader. And if you want to be great out there, you have to be a leader. And that we can finish that off with our quote of the day, which is, be the example. And that's exactly what Caesar was in the first movies, what this ape was in this movie. I think his name was Noah. His name was Noah, like Noah Masseth. So yeah, it's just a great full circle moment and all this stuff. So yes, the quote of the day is to be the example. Make sure that you are a culture creator. All right, no one answered that question again. I'm gonna ask it again next week. I'm gonna ask every Tuesday to the end of time until we get it. All right. Anyways, that's my time. I'll see you guys tonight at the workout. Talk to y'all soon. All right, Reese's Pieces, everybody. Cue my music so I can get out of here. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peace.